Oh yeah, I like this music.
We should
What
be
is
live.
this
I need
app?
somebody to... Our voices were coming through. Turn on.
voices in your head. With every twist and every turn, pulling every single thread. I may have 1,000 names, but in the end they're all the same. I play whatever role you need to guide your way. Welcome to the Matrix, where I am your god. It may be a simulation, but I ain't no fraud. I play your friend and your foe, design your joy and your woe. And if the red dress caught your eye, I'm doing something right. Welcome to my world. Let's see who comes out to play tonight.
Welcome back, everyone, to Martyria. We apologize last week. Real life got in the way, but we're back, and we're better than ever. Maybe. Guess we'll find out. I am your Dungeon Master, Nick, and I've been waiting 2 weeks to discover the fate of these 4 wonderful misfits. So, allow them to introduce themselves, starting with Matilda.
Hello, I'm Matilda. I play Sitsu for now. Death found us all, ineffable and mundane, but we've been offered a way out to experience Martyria's new change. However, all rewards come at a cost, so which of our heroes will pay and which will be lost?
Hear, hear. Ominous, portentous. And Alex.
Cyril the Wizard, who thought he was strong, surrounded by lizards, and realized he was wrong. Fought the good fight and decided to run. Killed so dead I don't actually have a pun. The bottom line is, this is worse than that one date that started with a note and ended with fingers of 8.
Very nicely done, Alex. Love it, love it, love it. Ruby.
Hi, my mic is open, and yes, my name is Ruby. I play Enyo, and I've just recently had surgery. I'm here today to try and save my character. And that's all I got for you right now, guys.
That was pretty good.
Done more than anyone could ever expect, so good job, Ruby. And finally, Snash.
In the silence, echo sigh of comrades brave, who dare try? Shadows dance where heroes lay in silence tribute to their final day. Oh no, it's me. Whoa.
Oh no. Ah, so
finally happened.
bleak. Feels like we are marching off to a funeral, but how did we get there? It's been so long. Let's backtrack. The last time we played, the party discovered the dead body of the Raven, who they unmasked as Seraphis Embra, leader of the Oraculum, the Church of Ulthinius, and one of the beacons on the Heptarchy. There was also a message being printed in the paper titled Remembrance, a poem about 5 little nightbirds. Little cryptic clues sprinkled within there. And finally, a message, remember the Raven's folly. You got on a boat full of corpses, convinced a greenhorn to take you aboard. You got outside the city, and Cyril had a hallucination, a vision, a moment with Malloy where it's rather touching. And we got to see Cyril vulnerable, and it was really nice. You then proceeded down the river south of the city in hopes of getting to the mountain for Les Chauffines, but you were attacked by some sort of reptilian folk. And the first few waves went off pretty well, but a scout escaped, alerted others, and ultimately, after you had anchored your ship, you were besieged. And one by one, you went down, some of you went up, but ultimately all 4 of you, plus Lyle, plus Alan, plus Gobblefunk, met your end. And that is where we pick up. You hear that voice of change fade into the nothingness around you. And there is just nothing. It is isolation in its most extreme, sensory deprivation in its most extreme. You cannot feel, you cannot hear or see or smell or taste or touch. It is just existence. And just barely at that. And then slowly, or perhaps quickly, it's hard to tell, the world around you begins to coalesce, but not in the solids that you're used to, but in a vibrant, opalescent swirl of watercolors. It is a place unlike any you've seen, a place that seems to be between places. And one by one, you hear a voice call out to you through this colorful void. And at this point, stream, everybody is going to be deafened and muted with the exception of Ruby. Enyo, you do not see anything, but you hear that shrill voice calling out. I need you to roll a d20. Okay. Amelia. Should I say Enyo? You know, I would have thought that after losing your parents, you might at least cling to the name they gave you to honor them. But that's the Enyo way, isn't it? Twist the knife before removing it. After so many years, it's just animal instinct, but one can hardly blame you, considering all you've been through. Do you think, Enyo, that they would be proud, Jupiter and Stella? Do they look at you, beaming from on high, congratulating themselves on each surrender, each lie, each kill? Do they?
My parents sure would be happy that I'm still alive, still existing, surviving.
Surviving. Interesting you should say that, because your current situation would indicate otherwise. Roll another d20. You know, your problem, Enyo, is not dead parents. It is not poverty and darkness and survival and want. It is not your traumas. Your problem is that instead of embracing me, embracing change, embracing growth, you turn to, well, do you even know, Enyo? Do you know whose cup you drink from?
No.
And what a fool you are then. If you had to give it a name, what would you call your master? The person, the entity you devote yourself to?
Well, it would have been to walk alongside the Raven. But, well, we both know what happened to the Raven.
You are too myopic, Enyo. Expand beyond this mortal that you associate with, or associated with.
It would be the goddess
Who?
herself.
The goddess of what? You don't even know.
I worshipped one goddess throughout my life, and I thought it was always her, but again, You're right. I truly do not know for sure. I do not know whose cup I drank from, but I did choose to drink. And so here I stand. Well, lay.
Enyo, long before your lips touched the relic of your dear lady, you have your entire life been in service to Our Lady of Forgetfulness, Oblivion. Think, Enyo, think about what you have lost. Think about all you have taken from others. You don't really remember anything, do you?
I remember enough.
Roll a d20. Enyo, the only person one can ever truly rely on is the self. But that's the problem with forgetting, Enyo. Once you commit to it, how can you ever trust again? Can you trust your dearly departed daddy, Seraphis? Do you trust the version of events he filled your head with? If he could take them, Enyo, why couldn't he twist them? Why or what did he leave out? Where did he, like you, lie? Was it even the first time he took from you? How much of yourself have you forgotten? How much is even left? All you have of your past is your memory of it, and you have sold it to the lowest bidder. You don't even know Enyo. And if you truly did, would you like her? Could you stomach her?
I would have to. I've made my choice. I may not have all of my memories, but at my core, I know who and what I want to be. And I have always strived towards that goal.
Roll a d20. Very well. I have chastised you enough for now. I have a simple question. Do you wish to die?
No.
Then what will you offer?
What do you want?
Change.
Be more specific on what change you wish to see.
Wholesale change, Enyo. Nothing trivial, nothing mutable. Something that you would not readily part with or change about yourself, but therein lies growth. Therein lies transcendence. If you would like me to make the first move, I shall.
Make your move.
I offer you this, an opportunity at life, but not a life committed to darkness, to oblivion, a life of change, true change, and you need not even swear yourself to me as you did to her. I am not so vain. If you wish to live, though, Enyo, then forsake that ultimate act of oblivion. Forsake death. Blunt your weapons so that they may never deliver another to oblivion's embrace.
You would have me lay down my weapons and kill no more, no matter the situation, no matter the circumstance.
I did not say lay your weapons down, merely blunt them, temper them.
Temper them to who you wish to protect, and sharpen them to who you wish to act against.
To all, Enyo. You have taken your fair share, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Then perhaps you've had enough.
I think not. But
Okay.
I am curious. You want change.
I do.
I do not think what you've asked is so hard to give. In fact, it's fairly easy, but there must
Then you would have already jumped at
be
the
a better
opportunity.
way, and that's what I want. I want something that I feel is more.
Then what is your offer?
Well, I offer my skills. As you have so readily said, I've killed a lot and I can kill many more. Instead of changing them, why not use them and let me continue to attack, but attack in the way that you see fit?
This I may be able to work with. I will add one caveat,
I'm listening.
Enyo. If you insist, if you are set on being an instrument of oblivion, then at least commit to meet that which you kill face to face. If you are to live, then no bowstring or cable will heed your command, no bolt or arrow will obey you, nothing thrown will accept your governments. You say, give up your skills, then give that up, Enyo.
So you request that I enact all my kills face to face, right in front.
If you're going to take a life, you had better damned well mean it. Instead of hiding, lurking in the shadows, letting others do the difficult work.
Wow. You're still garking to get what you want. I see. If I were to ask you for another offer, but to still have the first one on the table, such as giving up my strings, that nothing I throw would fly, what else could you be convinced to have change?
Is that not sufficient?
It seems to be on the same vein as your initial request. Though I've offered myself as a tool instead of taking me as all that I have offered, you're again attempting to temper me and my abilities and what I've gained and strove for all these years. It almost seems like you will still get exactly what you want. Not just me blunting all my weapons, but one of my strongest ones. This is true.
Do you have other ways in which you would like to change? Is it not enough to go from a state of non-being to being?
True.
The ultimate change?
What if I were to trade on something that is a part of me, but something I have?
What?
An Arcanex. Power. One that I've held on for quite a while.
The one that harbors the soul of someone you don't even remember?
It harbors the soul.
You think that material gain is what I aim for?
It's hard to know. You've faced change, and though I try to push back and reject it, I figured an offer of material things would be of interest to you at the same time.
I am immaterial. The material does not interest me.
All right. How far would you go to temper my weapons if I were to truly change and temper all of them?
No blow you deliver will ever kill anything. It could injure it Maim it, disfigure it, but kill it, no.
So I could not bring death upon anything, no creature or being that it lives in existence.
We are of an understanding.
I will work with that. And I will agree to that.
Then I will give you this change, and I will give you life. But I command just very little in return. Just one small matter that is all but effortless. When the time comes, and you shall know when it does, Enyo, ensure that Misty's Arcanex finds its rightful place. That is all.
And you said I will know.
You will know.
I will know. As long as it is truly there and I know, even if you must whisper to me, then yes, I will agree.
Then it is done, Enyo. Walk away from the shadow and toward the light of your new life. We'll be seeing each other shortly. And Enyo, everything fades.
Nick, I can't hear either of you. You've muted me, so I can't hear any of you. Remember, I have to turn down my headset. You can't mute me. You can't mute me because I didn't hear any of
You're
what
right.
you just happened. So I have to turn my headset down. Remember, you have to leave everything else. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. I remember.
Okay, I'm
Yep,
gonna
I'll
turn.
fix
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
Cyril, let's rewind that. Cyril, you feel this voice coalescing in the void, in this colorful void around you. And it calls out, Cyril. Cyril. The little rose that grew from cobblestone, the humble coal squeezed and squeezed and squeezed until it glimmered in the light. You've grown so much, changed so much, and as you should, as is only natural and good. But what of the rest of them, Cyril? Can you say that they've changed?
The rest of who?
All of them, Cyril. Everyone.
Sometimes. Some change. Some have, some do.
Cyril, you have grown and changed, and the world has stood still around you, by and large. And what happens when a system resists change? It stagnates. It consumes itself. It dies. Do you want everything to die, Cyril? Everyone to die? Do you want to die?
Gonna die? No. And it would be better if I wasn't alone. No, change is good. Change is necessary.
Roll a d20. Cyril, see, you understand. So, What is it that you will offer to live?
Will I offer to live?
What is living worth to you?
Well, obviously, living is worth everything. I would offer anything I had to, because otherwise it would not be worth it. Obviously, yes. So, what do you want me to offer you?
Cyril, you are smart. You are atypical in the best way. And despite everything, you are powerful. But more so, you possess such tremendous potential. Look at the magician you have already become, with no resources, with hardly any aid, and with what little bit of knowledge remains in your world, a minor relic of the whole. But therein lies your ceiling, Cyril, the limit of your potential. You rely on knowledge to progress, but she is parsimonious and indifferent, and true power cannot be learned. It is innate, it is native, and in that department you fall woefully short. But what if it did not have to be so? Roll another d20.
Are you saying I could get peace with this power?
Cyril, I don't know if peace exists, and peace is the opposite of change. Change requires a fluctuation. If you want peace...
No, not peace. I want a piece of the power.
Oh,
Part of
Cyril,
the power.
align yourself to me. Help usher in the age of change, and to that end, you will have more power than you can fathom.
Do I have another option?
Well, I haven't even told you this option. But perhaps you've guessed it. My offer is this. When the time comes, and it will come very soon, all I ask is that you do that small act which needs to be done to open the door for change. And in exchange, I will sever you from your fickle mistress knowledge. No more shall you rely on books or study or teachings. Your power will reside in you and you alone, not the borrowed power of knowledge, but the innate power of sheer presence and force of will. A small favor in exchange for a life without limits. Cyril, what say you?
Honestly, that sounds amazing, but part of my love is that of knowledge. It is power over the knowledge that gives me my true power. I wouldn't know how to exist without knowledge or the study of it. It is not just the source of my actual power, but it's also the one thing that makes me special and unique. I don't know if I could just give that up.
Roll a d20. Well then, Cyril, know this. Knowledge is as desperate for you as you are for her. She marked you. And at best, she will forever elude you, but at worst, the all but certain worst, she will consume you. When I arrive in Firem, and arrive I shall, my siblings will seek to follow, and they cannot do that without a vessel. And Cyril, for knowledge, you are that vessel. You became it when you unwittingly reached out to her, begged for her to share just a sliver of herself with you. An atom, but it was enough. And I am sure you can deduce what will become of you if all that comes to pass. Roll a d20. So, Cyril, if you cannot forsake knowledge, then I propose an amendment to my earlier offer. Shake free only that which ties you to her. Leave all the rest the same, and in its place, make room for change.
When you say make room for change, I am a vessel that welcomes change.
Ooh, I have a better vessel, Cyril. What I mean is this: burn away each incantation, charm, illusion, and enchantment you have learned since you tethered yourself to knowledge. Erase them permanently from yourself, replace them with something new. And when the time comes, you need not even open the door, Cyril, simply a window.
Would make me stronger or weaker than I am now.
That's for you to decide. Often, it is at our weakest that we find true strength. And it is when we are at our strongest, Cyril, when we become arrogant, that we rush in without plans, without contingencies, that we find ourselves in predicaments precisely such as this.
That's exactly what happened. I've become arrogant in my current state. I could do a window of change.
Are you saying we have a deal?
Yes, have a deal.
Excellent. So remember, Cyril, you need only open the window. You've chosen life today, Cyril. You've chosen the only opportunity there is for change and for growth, and for that I commend you. We'll be seeing each other very soon.
Thank you.
Ta-ta. And Cyril, the space around you begins to fade once again. Whoa. Hello.
Hi.
You, in the darkness that is brought to light with these watercolors, hear a voice growing from just a slight rumble to a whisper to something all around you. Roll a d20. Whoa. Do you believe in nominative determinism?
I don't know.
Do you believe that a person's name, in some parts, predisposes them to certain interests, traits, futures?
By just their name?
Well, when your parents welcomed you into the world, gazed upon your tiny face, and plucked from the infinity of possibilities that three-lettered monosyllable, whoa, was it because they saw something in your eyes, something foreboding, something woeful? Or did their very act of naming set it all in motion? It's enough to make a girl wonder. Roll a d20. He has been evasive, hasn't he?
Who?
My dear brother, Order. Are you saying he's welcomed you to the fold fully, intimated his plans for you? Then please, enlighten me.
Not really.
Roll another d20.
Oh, this is so.
Well, since he is so tight-lipped, allow me to shed some light on the subject. When I arrive in Fyram, and that arrival is imminent, well, accord be damned, but when that happens, my siblings will undoubtedly seek to follow. They are, above all, opportunists, and like me, eager to stake their claim. But they cannot do so without a vessel. I already have mine, as you well know, and Order, of course, has you. The day you inked your name on that page, leashed you to him with magic more powerful than you can imagine, magic you cannot hope to break on your own. And even if by some miracle you somehow manage to, you have already glimpsed what fate awaits you in the land of your master. Centuries of misery and pain until you lose all but the smallest shred of yourself and end up just like your little friend Gobblefunk, twisted and broken and utterly yoked to your master. Roll a d20. So, well, in the spirit of change, my offer to you is simple. Allow me to sever that leash by swearing your pact anew to me. You could even bring that imp along with you. There may still be something redeemable in him. And yes, I know that would make you technically a candidate for the very thing that I just warned you against in my brother. But as I have said, I have a far superior option. And so as long as he lives long enough to fulfill his task, you need not worry. I suppose you would simply have to take me at my word, an act of faith.
What of
Have I not? Your friends? What of them?
What of Isle? What of C2? What of Enyo? What of Cyril?
Well, Sitsu, Enyo, Cyril, their fates are in their own hands. Lyle, well, he is, as most mortals are, pliable and subservient, but he is no woe. You have eclipsed him. Even he knows this. To hear the way he gushes right this moment, the pleading he is doing on your behalf, just save woe, just save her, I'll do anything. It's sweet, true love, selfless love, but Lyle is no woe. He lacks your strength, your stomach. His grip on life was not as strong as yours. Death is his fate. However, I could be persuaded to offer him a new one.
Please?
Roll a d20. So, I can do that. Lyle will live. Not as he was, but never far, just as he would wish it. But the matter remains of you. And know this, I am not my brother. Mine is not a domain of fire and pain, but of light and possibility, opposite faces of the same coin. Mine is not the hunger of consumption, but the thirst for growth. So, know that should you accept, you will not be unchanged.
And should I not accept?
Lyle meets his fate, and you meet yours. Unless you have an alternate proposal.
I don't.
So?
What will you offer me protection from Order should he retaliate?
You will have no ties to him. And without a vessel, good luck to him. But insofar as any patron would, yes, well, I shall show you what it means to lead.
Okay.
Just like that, then. All right, well, you have been agreeable. You have been almost charming, dare I say. There is one thing, I suppose. When I do arrive, and I will arrive, as I've said, you shall be my harbinger of change, a deliverer of novelty, of growth, of erosion, of whimsy, of everything. Stasis and static shall be your enemy. You will see to it that none interfere with our mission. Not to end Firem as others might choose to, or as they might interpret, but to allow it to be born anew. Do you understand?
I think so.
Then, well, rejoice, because you live, and so does Lyle.
Woo!
Farewell. Be seeing you. And the voice fades, as does the light around you. Sitsu,
Hello.
last but not least.
Through that?
As the swirling light of colors coalesces around you, you hear a voice growing from the nothingness, louder and louder, higher and higher. Sitsu, granddaughter of Death herself. I have you here for only the shortest while, so let us cut to the chase. You are not dying.
Is that all?
Well, your friend Woe, who very much is dying, chose you above everyone else to save when she poured that tonic past your unconscious lips. In mere moments, you will awake in pain, undoubtedly, singed, bloody, broken, bereaved, perhaps, but alive.
Alive. Alone.
Well, it need not be. I guess that gets to the heart of why are you here, then? Well, simple. When Woe chose to save you, she chose not to save anyone else. Not Cyril, not herself, not Enyo, not Lyle, and not Rowlin. Roll a d20. Sitsu, while it is all but a foregone conclusion that you would never betray her and she would never betray you, can you say the same for the others? When faced with their own imminent mortality, with death clawing at them from all sides, who will they be willing to offer in their place?
I don't think that. Maybe they would, but I don't think that offering me to die is a betrayal. I have no fear of death.
No. Offer you, no. Offer Alan. What is she to them?
They wouldn't.
Roll a d20. Cyril has always been different from the rest of you, softer, sweeter. He's wanted so badly to belong, to live, and he may not have told you this, but he has already once faced a choice between his life and that of someone precious to a friend. You know how he must have chosen. Would he thus not offer Alan to take his place?
He wouldn't offer it himself. You would have offered it to him.
Roll a d20.
Who are you to play control?
I am the one in the position. Well, what about Enyo? You know she would do it. The girl just breathed her first lungful of real air in years. Would she really give it up for a friend of a friend? She has no compunction about killing, and this wouldn't even be as extreme as that. No blood on her hands, just the knowledge of inaction. But that Enyo has a habit of forgetting now, doesn't she?
They might not care to save her life, but they would care about the consequence if I lived after.
Roll another d20.
They know what I would do to protect her. They've never even come close to seeing what I would do to avenge her.
Even woe? The two of you may be as sisters, but she and Lyle are lovers. And there are few bonds as strong as that to save him, to save herself, to save her parents. What would Owlin be? The line ahead of her is long, and I don't much care for her odds. And if we want to speak of power, you have not seen a fraction of her masters. But
we haven't seen much of my masters either.
Oh, I know your master better than you do. But maybe Sitsu, maybe you're right. Maybe they will not offer Owlin or even be tempted to offer Owlin. Maybe Owlin is strong enough to stave off death herself. Or maybe your precious grandmother will see fit to spare her directly. It depends on how much faith you place in her and the value she perceives in Owlin. But know this, Sitsu, of all the primevals, death is the most noble. She abides by the accord to the spirit and the very letter of the law, whereas others, myself included, operate within the spaces between those letters. Nothing strictly speaking in conflict with the accord, just perhaps not quite as was intended. Death does not even speak to her devotees, after all. So, you have confidence in your friends.
Why play this game? Why interrupt the natural order then? Why open this space between? What is it you want us to witness you do? Why
I want you
die?
Not only to witness, I want you to take part, because each and every one of you have been marked, Sitsu, by those you give praise to, even though you know them not. You are not like the others, not like the everyday. You are special. And so,
you want an audience?
I want an audience, and I want bringers of change, and that's what you are. Ultimately, I share this all in fairness to be sporting, because your grandmother, she won't tell you herself, she won't lift a finger. So, oh, go ahead.
She will welcome me. She might not be involved in here. That's not her purpose.
So then, Sitsu, will you roll the dice with Alan's life, leave it to fate, if such a thing exists, or shall we trade propositions?
You want a deal? An
No.
eye for an eye, is that it?
Keep your eyes. Keep Alan's eyes. They are beautiful.
I'll make you a deal.
Let's hear it.
I will only stick around and play your game if she does.
Okay. I can shield her from all of this. From death, from the iniquity of your friends. But what will you offer, Sitsu? What change would you be willing to accept? They say whoever makes the first move in negotiations always loses.
You want an audience. You've already shown your hand. Bear her, and I stay alive. If she dies, I will follow. And neither you nor Le Grand-Mère will stop me. I do not fear death, and you cannot keep me from it if I choose it. But I can be a useful tool in whatever little part the game you throw me.
Well, let me ask you this, Sitsu. Do you believe you are the strongest of your order?
I believe I'm the only remaining in my order. You got to the rest of them by one way or another. Same you did with the Relians women.
Well, if that is the case, that you are in fact the last of your order, then I fear for you, Sitsu. Do you want to know why I fear for you?
Sure.
Well, if you are the strongest, then when I arrive, the others, my siblings, will seek to follow, even noble death. And in order to do that, she will need a vessel. Now, if all of your mothers have truly turned from her, or are gone, traitorous in your eyes, then all that will remain is you. I suppose you can imagine what would become of you.
That's if I remain.
So, my conditions are thus. You love Owlin for who she is, yes? Not what she is?
Yes.
Well, then it is simple. I will shield her. You will live, she will live. She may not be precisely as you know her, but she will live. She will not be marred. She will know you, and she will love you all the same. But she will not be as she is. And all I demand in return is that when the time comes that one of your mothers moves to flee, and I have few doubts that that will be the case, but when that time comes, you exercise clemency. Clemency they did not show you, and you allow that mother of yours to leave unimpeded by you and your friends.
You want me to not stop a traitor, so she can continue your change for the city?
And what a change that would be for you, Sitsu.
And Owlin will live
Yes?
and remember me,
Yes.
our time together.
And love you as she always has.
I have a condition too.
Let us hear it.
I will not allow her to escape if she is going to kill one of my friends.
Fair enough.
Her clemency ends if that happens.
That is only reasonable. If you have any friends left. Now, Sitsu, if you would like, feeling generous, I can sever you from her from death. Not in the way that most mortals would seek, merely remove her mark, her claim from you, and I do not even ask that you let me mark you in return. It would be enough to deny her one additional avenue.
You
Just a
have
bonus, if
already
you want.
You've taken my family. You've beguiled my friends into who knows what. And you have already placed conditions on the life of my love. Now you ask me to give up my faith? The one remaining thing that is mine. That is not benevolence, that's greed.
You call them how you see them. I respect that, Sitsu. Well, are we done here?
If Alan is hurt when I wake up, it all ends. You won't
Excellent.
hurt your audience. I'll make sure of that.
Sitsu, of that I have no doubt. Farewell. The voice fades. And you with it. And now, Ruby.
Ruby, come back.
I'm here.
And now, dear friends, it could be a convenient place to take a break.
We'll be back.
And we are back. We apologize for the delay. We had to make some tweaks that were impossible to plan ahead for. But each of you, as the darkness fades around you, stir in your own time. Sitsu is first. Your eyes open. It's still dark out. They close again as you feel something, and again, and finally you just drift off into sleep. And soon, each of you, one after another, first Enyo, then Cyril, then Woe, then Sitsu, awake in full, and your surroundings are strange, and you yourself feel strange. The ground beneath you is hard, rocky, and you realize quickly you are not alone. There is a small group of those reptilian creatures standing not far away from you, standing over you, and they seem to have some sort of something held to your lips, liquid pouring down into your mouth. You choke on it, some of you perhaps, but here you are, awake and alive and whole.
Sitsu immediately looks around for Owlin.
Sitsu, roll a perception check. Sitsu, you like instinctively, you're looking around, hoping praying to find her. You know she's there. She has to be. You made a deal after all, and you're counting. There's Enyo, there's Cyril, there's Woe, there's all these reptilians, but then suddenly you see that one of them, smaller than the others, is wearing a white cloak and black leather armor. Her scales are blue, pale, and her eyes, Sitsu, her eyes are like you've always known them. It is Owlin, but she's not the same.
Sitsu gets up and goes over to her and puts hands on the side of her face. And is it you?
Sitsu? You are alive?
Oh, you're still here. Oh, okay.
Sitsu, what happened to you? Sitsu, is everything... Sitsu, what am I? What is this? Sitsu! Sitsu!
You're alive.
Sitsu, what happened?
He wanted... You're alive. That's what happened. Couldn't stay without you. And this was the only way he would allow.
I don't even know what I am anymore. And she pulls her hood up.
Sitsu is sitting over next to her and just slowly turns to look at the rest of the group.
Cyril looks kind of in a daze, like he's kind of racking his brain, trying to clutch at the last slivers of knowledge that is just fading, gone. Cyril, roll a Constitution save? Yeah, we'll call it a Constitution save.
Okay, that's good.
Your head feels like it is going to split open, Cyril. There is just this red-hot, fiery pain that shoots everywhere, every synapse firing at once. Overwhelming is putting it like pass out a moment. Cyril, with you stir, you feel different, and maybe it's bad, maybe it's good, but there's stuff there that wasn't there before. Like, you could just do stuff.
Can I walk over and sit by Woe for a second?
Yeah.
You okay?
Hey, Woe?
Yeah.
I open my spell book to some of my favorite spells. Can't read what I wrote. Does this make any sense to you?
What do you mean?
I mean, I know I wrote this, but I can't recognize my own handwriting. It just doesn't make sense.
It
I
looks
kind of...
normal, right?
Yeah, but as you know, ineffable as Cyril's writing always is.
You can't.
Can you just do me a favor? And I tear out the pages with my favorite spells and hand them to Woe. Can you just hold on to these for a little while?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I'm gonna just sit up and like start looking around and
No,
it's almost muscle memory, start casting Find Familiar and start looking for Lyle while I'm doing so.
I'm gonna sit by myself and start writing some new pages.
We'll roll a perception check.
Ah! Me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You're looking, there's Sitsu, there's Cyril, there's Enyo. You've gathered that's Owlin now, different as she looks. Gobblefunk, it makes sense that he wouldn't be here, but where is Lyle? And then you hear that familiar, like, steady breathing of Lyle's. And you turn, but you don't see him. It says, "Whoa? Whoa. What's going on? Whoa."
Where are you?
And as you look down, you see that the light that's coming from the cavern is casting a shadow. Whoa. But where your shadow is Lyle.
Oh. No.
Well, his eyes are the only bit of him that stands out from this just umbral shade, bright whites, and simultaneously expressionless and full of worry. Whoa, what did they do to you? Are you okay? Whoa.
I'm okay. You're okay. You're still here, right?
Of course I am.
Okay.
I said, but I don't understand how. I told him to do whatever he needs to just save you.
I'm fine.
That's all I wanted.
Oh,
What's
I'm
gonna
gonna,
happen, Lo?
I'm like panically casting Find Familiar because I just like I don't know what to do with myself in this moment. I don't know. I'll figure this out.
Oh, whoa! What did you do? Oh, some tastes bad, and it's everything.
You're
Ah.
okay.
Yeah, but like, I'm like starving.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got anything for me?
I don't think so right now.
Come on, whoa! I need it.
I'll start looking for my bag for any pieces of body.
Yeah, you would have some morsels.
Yeah, and I'll toss them to him.
He takes a big bite, like just and then immediately retches. Whoa. The fuck did you do to me?
You okay?
Am I okay? You saw just I've never thrown up in my life. Not I eat
willingly.
vomit.
I'll like reach into my bag and find some like really old stale rations and toss them his way. Here, just try it. Get
Oh
the
no,
taste out. Get the taste out of your mouth. Get the taste out of your mouth. And I'll like force feed him like a baby.
You're just like the Squidward eating the tiniest little bit
Yeah.
of the Krabby Patty. Is this what food tastes like to you people?
What's wrong?
Ah! That's all right. It's actually not bad.
You eat more?
Yeah, all right. And he just starts scarfing it down. Says, okay, guess I'm vegan now or whatever.
I'm just gonna like
They made Gobblefunk normal.
Wow.
I'm gonna sit down and just put my head between my knees and start crying.
And well, as you do, you feel just the lightest touch at your shoulders. You hear Gobblefunk has like, or is flitting away. He's like asking, like, "Cyril, you got any more food? You got like real food?" But you still feel that presence on your shoulders.
Yeah, I'm rocking.
Enyo, what are you doing now, knowing what you have done?
Gonna make
Anything you're
sure.
inspecting?
I'm gonna make sure everyone's okay first. And then I'm gonna, once I see everyone is, well, some of us are not where we
Physically
should be
here.
here, but we're here. I'm gonna start just examining myself and my equipment
Yeah.
and all my weapons and just see how I feel overall.
Enyo, everything looks as you know it. But there's like just this sort of unshakable itch about you. I don't know. Your hands feels stiff. Like it's never felt this way before. Your hands are always active. They're always ready. They feel kind of clunky.
I'm gonna just catalog that and then go over to Woe and Lyle and just be like, hey, are you alright? Are you both alright to, well,
Yeah, I'm doing just great.
you sure? You don't sound like you're doing too great.
You're alive, Whoa. That's the only thing that matters.
And can I hug you?
Yeah, of course.
And I'll just like hug her and like just snot nose cry into her shoulder.
And I'll just like pat her on
Fair.
the back and pat her on the head and just, it's okay. We're all alive at least. One thing we can count on now.
How does Enyo smell to me?
Enyo? Like, she's got a stink to her, but she kind of always does.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think any of you have taken a bath or a shower.
Not in a while.
Okay.
Been a minute.
Pretty sure Cyril did in the sewers.
Blech.
But whoa, for like the first time in a long, long time, despite the emotional turmoil that's going on inside you right now, you feel like full.
Mm.
Like just content in like your physical hunger.
Well, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be alright.
Yeah.
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 Narrow my eyes with Gobblefunk. Eyes open.
So they got you too, huh? You a vegan now? He says that to Alan, and Alan's like just glares at him and goes like this.
Hey, I'm not going to stop you.
Piss off. And Gobblefunk That's fine. So, what's the deal with Shadow Boy?
Yeah, well, can you kind of explain, or Lau, can you explain? Can I even hear you? As I kind of glance at the shadow formation.
I mean, if you get the dumbass out of your ears, maybe.
Okay, so I can't hear you. That's good.
Oh, Lyle's fine.
He's fine. He's totally fine.
It was like, Lyle's not fine!
I think his personality is fine, though.
Hey guys,
Can
you
I
remember
touch Lyle?
that time when I asked you if you wanted to come explore some ruins with me, and then you did, and then everything just went to absolute shit from there?
Yep.
So you're saying it was your fault?
Yep, sure was.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm the common denominator, baby.
Woo! Good
So
to
wait,
know for future.
Lyle,
Yeah.
you made this deal to keep Woe safe, right? That's what you said?
I mean, I basically signed a blank check, and I said, do whatever you need to do. So,
I look over at Owlin. Did you agree to anything?
Situ, I did not. I hope you do not think less of me, but I simply... I had faith that if it was my time, it would be my time.
Hmm.
And that if it were your time, it would be your time.
You had more faith than I did, Uncle. I'm
Or
sorry.
maybe you just love me more.
Well, there's more of you to love now, so. Because she's like a normal sized person, not a little gnome anymore, right? Yeah.
Yep.
She's a full size human now, like humanoid now.
Do you mind?
What? What's happening?
And she picks you up. She's like, oh my gosh, look at how easy this is. And she just spins around.
Situ just cat like is sitting on her shoulders now. Like
You weigh like 0 pounds.
well, you used to be this small. I'm just saying. Now you get to do all the heavy lifting. I ain't carrying shit.
I think that's fair. Are you okay? She points to you, Cyril.
Hey, you good?
I'm always okay.
You forgot how to read?
I'm good. Yeah. No, it was
Do you want me to teach you?
Yeah.
It's actually not very hard.
Wait, can you read other things and just not your book, or? Whoa, where's the smut you always have? Can he read that?
I pull out my book of demon smut and give it to Cyril.
Yeah, Cyril, you can read it.
Oh, maybe he can only read porn.
and the little horn demon was suddenly filled full of. Yes, I can read.
Okay, so it's just your handwriting that's bad. Okay, got it.
I mean,
Did something weird
Yeah,
happen to
must
you
just be
while you
mine.
were knocked out, Cyril?
What did you agree to?
Wait, you guys agreed to stuff?
We all had a conversation, I'm assuming.
Conversations were had.
so a creature of the void, or whatever that thing was
Yeah,
was
are we-
really, really, really pissed about the fact that I was hanging out with her. She.
Who?
It didn't like one of those other gods that I was messing with that one time when I was learning healing spells and stuff. What's that guy's name?
Didn't you talk to the Doralian people?
Yeah, them too. But just didn't like that and was like stop doing that. She's filthy. So I was like, I mean, okay, I mean, I don't give a shit. It's cool. I'm good. So yeah. Just had to kind of denounce her, I think.
So wait, whoa, does that mean the conversation you had to do with why Lyle is Lyle now and Gobblefunk just threw up?
Are we surrounded by lizard people while this is happening, by the way?
Since you have come to, they have given you some space, but you see that at the mouth of this cave, there are a couple of them standing, just kind of like saying something amongst themselves, but not in a language you understand.
Oh. So no, that's not.
No, that's no.
What was your conversation then?
I didn't say I had a conversation.
I'm pretty
Something
sure you had a
happened.
conversation because we all had conversations.
What was your conversation, Enyo?
No, I can't kill anything.
Like
What?
ever? Like ever?
What?
Oh, I can really, really, really hurt some things, but they'll never die.
That's
fun.
weird.
Wait, who
I
did-
feel like I'm not afraid of you anymore. Oh my
A lot
god,
of
this is awesome.
possibilities. Are you sure about that, Cyril?
might be a weird question. Who did you talk to?
They didn't give a name.
That's why I'm asking.
They just wanted change. And one thing I've been doing for a long time is killing, and apparently that was the change they wanted out of me. So,
What did they...
I'm a little clunky. At least that's what it feels like. I can still
Wait.
hurt you, Cyril. I just can't kill you.
Wait, Enyo, you said you're a little clunky. Are you like... Catch! And I toss her a dagger.
Enyo, roll a dex save. Because you have a dagger coming hurtling at you.
Apparently
I'm not-
so.
Non-lethally. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like... Oh,
You
clunky.
bobble it, but you hit it and then you grab it out of the air. But Enyo, ever since you can remember, the feel of a blade in your hand has felt like home. Like there's like music to it, and it is just a piece of metal and wood in your hand.
Yeah. This feels disgusting. Lovely. Would you like this back? And I actually walk over to Sitsu and hand the dagger back to her instead of throwing it.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I'll take that back, Sitsu says from Alan's shoulder.
And I just hand it up to her. Yeah, no, it's yeah, I can still cause a lot of damage. I can still hurt some things, and nothing will just ever die under my blade or arrows. So, keep that in mind. I'll need a helping hand.
What about your fists? Can you like kill like that?
No.
Ooh.
Nothing I can conjure, nothing I can wield in any capacity can truly end a being. Which honestly has a lot of potential with it. You know,
Sure does.
I could really torture the shit out of somebody for hours and hours on end and they would never die.
So weird how like enthusiastically you're saying that.
Did the deal you made, was it just like to be more like your good friend Gobblefunk? Is that what happened? You stole my spark?
No, Gobblefunk. I didn't steal
You
your
can
spark.
kill people, Gobblefunk.
You can still kill people.
Oh, should we test it?
No, not on the knee.
I would rather you not test it on any of us, considering we all just came back to life.
So, whoa, you avoided the question.
Mm-hmm.
What was your conversation, C2?
Hey, good morning, soft man. You see one of these reptilians comes waltzing through. He's got blue scales, darker than Alan's, but he's got just like a big smile on his face as he strides in. He says, "It sounded like it has a hard time on the river, no? Well, why it comes unprepared?"
We didn't know what to prepare for.
Oh, he's new, yes. It looked like the green softmane, but it does not have its stink. So, is kin maybe his cousin to green softmane?
To the green soft man?
Oh yes, you know they have the green. They wear the green.
They wear green? Like, and I point at my robes. I'm like these are green?
Yes,
Or
yes,
like
they were
this is green, and then
no, they were the green blankets about them. Yes, blankets is word. No.
Are you talking about cloaks?
there's a faction from the city that ventures outside every now and then. Would we know if they were green?
So you're talking about the reclaimers?
Yeah.
So you remember that? The reclaimers did in fact wear green cloaks.
Are those cool people who helped us with the boards?
No,
Yes,
that
that's them.
yeah.
Okay.
Was badass?
Yes. Cousin to the green people. They didn't.
But like we're
tell
not the
us.
same.
They didn't know we were coming out here, and like clearly they didn't help us.
Yep.
So if not green softman, what does it call itself? This one is eyes like sunrise, but is mouthful in its tongue. So you can just
Eyes
call
like
it Elves if you want. Yes, that is its name.
I love that.
A nice name.
Very nice name.
My parents named me Whoa.
She's still crying.
Is well. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Woke, are you gonna be able to keep it together over there?
I'm so fine right now, guys.
You don't really look that fine, hun.
I'm great. This is great. Everything's great.
You want a shoulder?
Well, are you hungry? Is
Oh
that
yes,
one?
I could have a breakfast if you want to break the fast. We could do this.
I think some food might do us all
guys,
good.
Thank you for waking us up.
Yes, is big misunderstanding because you says you is not green softman.
No.
It is different.
Pointed
And-
to white cloaks. I'm like, no, not green.
Yes. You are a white softman, but what you have one the shimmer with you. Hey, and starts speaking in the native language over to Alan, who's just I am sort of new to this. I used to look like them until like just now. And he's okay, softman. You know, at first the grain softman is friends. They come and visit the shimmer and they give iron and tools. And some is worse than what the shimmer already has. But the softmen think it's pretty treasures and they think it's nice. And it's not fine. It's fine. It's okay. Is fine? Is this word you use? Fine. Fine.
Fine.
Yes.
Yes. That's a good word
Yes,
for the
yes.
situation we're in. We're fine.
You're just
But
great.
Wait.
then
Oh, you've seen lots of soft men come through here?
was the softmen? They make trade with the shimmer. They give us blanket, like beautiful blanket, so soft and such outrageous color. It's like sunset, like lavender, like river blue. It's crazy, but can it even imagine it?
Yes.
We have blankets like that.
Yeah, but like white is nice, I guess.
Oh, this is just what I wear outside. We use blankets for sleeping.
Oh, I see. This is not a blanket. Did you
No.
have? What it calls?
A cloak?
That it's not a cloak. Are you serious?
We call it a fit.
That is very funny word to shimmer cloak.
Wait, what does cloak mean for you?
No,
Oh,
no, you would not.
Is
get
it
It's fine.
dirty?
What does it mean?
Is it very dirty?
Well, it's something very rude that you call someone when they are acting like
Oh,
because it's like
You're-
it's their cloak.
Mm.
So it's a slang. It's a shortened for
like
for
it.
it. It's fine. It's fine.
no.
So you wear a cloak around your okay.
You could call it a robe too. It
Call it
could be
what?
a robe too. That's another word.
A rope too.
Or you call it a fit.
Or you could just call it clothes. Let's just call it clothes and be done with it. Can we get some food?
Well, sweet.
Well,
Yes. and calls off
Enyo.
That
to the others, and they disappear for a moment and come back a
En-
minute later.
Enyo,
Yes.
you're hungry
Yes, I'm hungry.
for
for
food?
like food.
No, I'm just hungry. No, I'm not actually
But, like-
hungry. I'm just trying to get them to get over the conversation with clothes. You were
But,
going in
like-
circles for a minute.
Don't you?
Are you hungry for like other things?
I don't know. What do I feel, Nick?
As they proffer foods, you take a whiff of it. Doesn't smell like food to you.
Lovely.
It-
What does it smell like to me? Just trash?
It just, I mean, does a rock smell like food? Does a tree smell like food? It just smells like the environments. And to the rest of you, yeah, smells delicious.
Eat up, everyone.
Eyes like sunrise.
Yes.
You've seen the green people. Have you seen? Do you know anywhere where people who wear like this? Like,
Oh,
do
yes.
they?
Wait, I think perhaps you need to talk to what is the name? Priestess. Priestess, is this a word you have?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right one? She can maybe explain more, but the soft men. Well, the Shimmer do not like the soft men anymore because the soft men they give nice gifts, and the Shimmer give gifts in return. We give game and we give crop and we give seed, and they are so shocked by the flavors. It's like, wow, flavor bomb, And the Shimmer, we gave them crystals, just like the colors of the blankets. We also show them the Krento tree in its fruit, what stain the eater's lip and teeth red, and make them go woo 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 woo. You know the Krento tree, of course. But the Shimmer never take the soft men to meet God, and this is the Shimmer mistake. Because when the soft men next return, they bring weapons and they bring war to the Shimmer, and they take and they hurt and they break and they kill. And for countless seasons, the soft men come to the Shimmer, and when there's nothing left to take, they take the young ones, and they take the mothers, and they take the warriors. None ever again is seen again. So, when the Shimmer sees its boat in the river and sees its blankets like crystals, the Shimmer attack. But, Ellis now it is very different from the green, so it seems nice. So, shall we go talk to the priestess? Do you want to come meet God?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. You all good? You need a moment? You need to have the words with the mouths?
I think we just need to keep moving.
Or does everybody want to have a snack first, and then we'll go meet God or whomever?
I can walk and eat.
All right. Good to know.
Els, Eyes Like Sunrise leads you out of this cave. The other two follow, not saying anything. The space around you is mountainous. You see there's a path of like dark earth that seems like very neatly kept, very tidy, that leads out of the cave down. You see that the stones around you are largely covered in lichens and moss. And you see as you approach what must be your destination, other of the Shimmer are going to, or lined up around, just kind of talking quietly amongst themselves, but as you approach are moving, or move to silence and kind of step off to the side. And you see some, how far away is that? 60 feet away from the frontmost of you is a plateau of black stone that juts out from the elevated earth. The stone much darker than what is nearby. You also see that there are dark-leaved mulberry trees that form an opaque barrier atop it. There's a set of stone stairs at the end of the path that are the only break in the trees, leading to a clearing where you see, at the edge of the vision for some of you, a very old woman. She wears a skull and horn headdress, several necklaces with claws and feathers, and you can see that her eyes are white and milky. Cyril can't see.
Whoa, that's so cool, Nick! Your maps are so much better when I can actually see them. I love this.
Yeah, I forget that you're always just in black, not in gray.
Yeah.
Real quick, friends. Before, as I summarize, just a little bit of advice. Heart of Still River is a priestess, and she will take you to meet God. But if else can offer suggestion, it just speaks truths. It's better this way. No.
Only speak truth to it.
Why use lies? Truths is good, no?
Yeah, who would ever lie? That's
It's dumb is bad, and it's only bad people who do, right?
right.
That's what God says anyway.
God or gods?
God is not the word God. You don't know God. You have not met God. It's okay. You will meet God.
Is God short for something that starts with G-O-D? Like your name is?
Oh
like
no,
Sunrise?
no, it's God. I can't believe you do not know what God is.
Silly me.
I don't.
you
I would like
very
to see
silly.
this god.
Okay, well, you come along.
We're meeting another god today.
God.
Okay.
Okay, just right on up there. You go ahead. It's okay.
Hey, god, and I try to shake its hand. Oh.
The priestess moves away from you, Cyril, and just kind of stands over here. As you enter the clearing, you see the colossal bones of what can only be a dragon. It is ancient and fossilized, connected by thin strands of rock. The dragon's neck curls upward, and its head rests 10 feet off the ground on a stone platform. Not terribly unlike the one on which the Shrieking Sisters made their sacrifices, but it is unmoving. As you look around the clearing, at the base of that stone platform on which the dragon's head rests, you see, cloaked in white, two figures dead.
Do I recognize them?
As you draw a little closer, they are undoubtedly members of Les Chauffines, but they are not your matriarchs.
How old do the bodies look?
Not old at all.
Okay.
Is that what you mean by meeting God? And I point at the bodies.
The priestess shushes you and says, "It saves itself, God, and God shall judge it. Now hush!" And you see she holds a gnarled staff above her head. Its craggy, inlaid orange gemstone twinkles in the sunlight as she twirls it in this undulating sine wave in 360 degrees, just rhythmically moving. And suddenly the leaves of the mulberry trees all around you ignite in a wall of burgundy flames, and a thick smoke settles throughout the clearing. Hold your breath as you might, it permeates your eyes, your ears, your pores. The priestess continues to whirl and gyrate throughout the smoke, and as your eyes track her, she seems almost like jerking and mechanical, like you're only seeing every fifth frame of a film of her. And then a voice echoes throughout the clearing, a voice that does not belong to the priestess or Eyes Like Sunrise or to any of the Shimmer folk. When will children of stone leave well enough alone? Come again to take, to grab, to rape and murder? Speak.
We come to learn.
There lie your kin. They arrived on the wings of violence and destruction like all those before. They sought to deceive God. They thought themselves its equal, its superior even, and there they lie. Have you come to join them in lies, in death? Why are you here? What do you seek to learn?
I'm sorry for the actions of my kin. They were not themselves, but they earned their end.
On this we agree.
We come to learn you. We've never heard of this god. We were told to meet you. So here we are.
Of course, you have been shut away. How could you? For a century, the remnants of the age of ash and death have plagued my issue. They came in vessels large and small, with steel and incantations and death. A wave of blood and death. How could it be any other way? How could you be any different? You are wrought from the same fires, hewn from the same stone. You are not like the Shimmer. Why should God trust you are any different?
Because we have been sent to help bring change.
Change is already happening. I am change. I am greater than change. I am what creates change.
Then you do not believe change can occur in us? We are not the same as the ones you've met before.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, guidance.
You still have guidance?
I do. Oh god.
Gonna need it.
Your kin came here, and because the Shimmer were prepared, were thwarted. Well, at least to a degree. Others escaped. Of course they did. But what they carried is an abomination. It is unfit for this world. And you carry the same. So, what makes you different?
We were trying to stop them.
How? What will you do to stop them?
I don't know. They told us not to lie to you, so that's the truth. I hope maybe you have an answer.
We seek the source of their original corruption. What is corrupting Zitsu's people?
Desperation. They are a people that is hungry, and when a hungry beast is kept hungry long enough, it latches itself to the nearest source of food, even the smallest sliver of it. Thus is the way of the men of stone. Greedy, rapacious. The Shimmer are not like this. The Shimmer are the future. And they have deemed you at least worthy of a temporary stay. So all I need is further convincing. What good will you bring to this world? Or will you continue to take, to corrupt, to kill,
Well, I
to
can't
break?
kill. Enyo just blurts out into the open. Yeah, I can't kill anybody. I don't even really know if I want to anymore in the first place. So I'd rather bring life. Sure, why not? Turn those away from the corruption that has so soundly taken their minds.
Roll persuasion check, Ruby.
Sure. It's me persuasion. Where is my persuasion?
Shimmer are the future. That's what he said just now, right?
What was that, Caesar?
The Shimmer are the future. Is that what he just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
God knows that you are not your kin. I cannot hold you accountable for the sins of your family. I want to believe. And so I shall. How can I help?
I step forward. You seem to have an innate ability to see people's kin. Whose kin am I? I've never
You are-
felt connected to any people.
You are all kin. You are cut from the same cloth. You are birthed from the same stars. You were molded by the same hands.
That's...
And what is it you want? Different hands to do the molding?
I like the idea of that. It's been going well so far. But I am young. I am the second seed, the coming bloom, the traveler, the wellspring. I am the mother of nations yet unborn, the father of empires still to come. Mine are the children of tomorrow, for I am the one true God. I am young, but I have not but time, for I am opportunity.
Alex, you're muted.
We've not heard of one called Opportunity yet.
Because your ears are closed and your eyes are shut. How could they not be?
You want the Shimmer as the future.
The Shimmer are the future. As are all of my people. They shall inhabit the many continents of this world. Fill it and build cities and empires. Not in my name, but in their own.
How might we, open our eyes and unplug our ears so that we may listen to these opportunity? Will you? You say we've been blind and deaf this whole time. How might we grow and adapt to better see what you see clearly that we cannot?
Distance and time are the first steps. But should the first seeds succeed in their return, then all is lost. So, you will leave here. The people of this place will not harm you, and you will not harm them. But you will not leave the same, for you leave with my blessing. Fulfill your task, keep the darkness of the old at bay, and take with you that which they carried.
When he said they, did he gesture at the body?
Yeah, I mean, this has been in like an immaterial voice
Okay.
that's been just
All
like calling out into the smoke. But yes, you get the impression referring to Leishofin. It has no place here.
We will take them. We will do our best to keep others from profaning you. There. You speak of the seeds that need to succeed. Do you mean the shimmer?
The shimmer, I am the seed. The issue of the seed is the shimmer. The first seeds have been gone from this plane for very long, but they are lurking. And they are coming.
Do you want them to?
Do you want them to come?
No. That is a reversal of everything that I have worked for. They will bring about untold destruction. It won't start and end with the shimmer, but everything caught up in their greed, in their warring, in their vanity. As it was before, so shall it be again.
How do you... How can we help to stop that?
Stop him. The champion of change.
Do
That's
you know
what we've
who
been
that
trying
is?
to do?
Then you know your task.
Real quick,
Succeed.
sorry to interrupt.
Do you have anything that could help us stop him?
I will give you my blessing.
Was the champion, or did change bring us back, or did you bring us back?
Thank you.
This is the first time we have met.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We would gladly accept your blessing, though. Thank you.
I'm gonna go take whatever out of the pockets of the bodies of Le Chauffin.
Zero
Cyril
already did
beat you
that.
to it.
Okay. Then I'm just going to sort of look at Owl and we're going to try and carry the bodies out.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that.
Zero will take one.
Well, be gone. Gaze upon my power and tremble. The very tapestry of reality is unmade. And the smoke like rushes in to a very fine point, collapsing in on itself, and in an explosion it grows, but it does not reach the full space of the clearing. It swirls and swirls 10 feet by 10 feet vertically in a space perpendicular to the ground before you.
What was your name?
It said opportunity.
Opportunity. Along with like 12
And
others that I haven't.
opportunity.
Okay, I guess that's our cue to leave, guys. Start backing out of the clearing with the body.
Yep. Sure, we'll take a body.
For the record, I guess Cyril, roll a Arcana check here.
Yeah. Oops. Almost rolled the wrong one. There we go.
Are we supposed to go in there?
This is very much a portal.
Very much what? Portal?
A portal that has been.
Follow me, guys. Whee!
Oh,
Cyril and Enyo are gone.
I accidentally stepped into it, so like I was pretty much already gone without even realizing it. So
yeah, I think Woe and I are making that face.
A
at
god
each
gives
other
you
right
a
now.
portal, you jump in that shit. Like,
I
that is just the
stumbled.
rule. It's
I
like rule
fell
number
into
34.
this portal. I totally just fell into the portal without even realizing what was happening.
Well, are we going?
What the fuck? Okay. I guess this is how we fucking died last time.
Together? I'll reach a
I'm
hand
with
out
you.
towards Woe, and I have Owlin and I are holding one of the bodies. I'm not probably helping all that much, but I have a hold of
Together.
Owlin. And I reach a hand out to Woe and I say, together?
Together.
And I grab her hand. And we all step
Try
in.
and grab Lyle's hand as we go.
And
Shadow Lyle.
you feel it's not warm, it's not cold, it's just feels like air on your hands, and you all step through the. I think now would be a good place to take a break.
Oh my gosh. I gotta get up. Hold on. I heard it. I didn't comprehend all of it, but I figured there's 4 things. Ability score, right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that only works once, right? Right. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what I should do. Well, sheet. Yeah, can we cut the stream, guys? No, I need to just stop. I can't sit still any longer without about to scratch out my skin, and it's getting bad. Yeah, it's good. I need to apply, you know. So, can anybody offer a recommendation on what I should do for Enyo? Because I'm kind of got a brain. I'm not sure which would be best for her. Okay. Cool. Cool. Wonderful. Lovely. Oh, that's great. Okay. All right. That's okay.
Saying all of that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just, you know, I'm done with it. It's okay.
Good.
That's all
Are
fine.
we back from break now?
Yes, we are back. It's a live stream.
Hi, everyone.
This happens. I just,
Yeah.
you know.
So, welcome to life. You know, stuff happens. And being that this is a good place to stop and that real life calls, we are going to cut our session right here tonight, and we will pick up next time. And if it goes anything like I think it might go, it's going to be a doozy. So you're going to want to check in.
Okay, Gobblefunk.
Gobblefunk just is me to some extent.
Making Gobblefunk
we
for
know.
one. Making
We're
Gobblefunk
aware.
for one.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all are terrible.
Bye, stream.
Everybody
Thank
say
you so
bye,
much.
stream.
Hope you had fun. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Howdy, kid. You're right, I do not, and I'm sorry that you are suffering. I am good to stay on and settle anything, talk about shit.
Emotional distress? Is that?
Whoa, you good?
Yeah, I'm
So I know that the change to Lyle was not something you had suggested, but I figured it worked thematically with your level up in Shadow, but also it worked with some of the other suggestions that you made for Lyle.
That is exactly what, yeah.
Are you an Eldritch